Alright, and we are back.
Because Gage is going to be doing story content. Hi, Gage.
Hello, I'm back now. Gannon says hi, by the way.
Hi. That's funny.
Hello, and welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage. We definitely haven't been streaming for an hour already. Don't pay any attention to the time code on the stream. Or all of the messages already in chat.
Yep.
I am joined today by my lovely wife, Natalie. Hello, Natalie.
Hello, Gage.
Who is going to be joining me for my Final Fantasy XIV stream, where I will be doing some more New Game Plus Stormblood stuff. I'm in Rulger's Reach, by the way, right now. JSYK.
I don't really know how I'm going to be streaming your end of it. So I was probably just going to do roulettes while you did your thing. And then whenever you needed me, you would pull me in.
Yeah, I can do that.
Is my friend Gannon High Mountain online?
Gannon High Mountain?
Is her High Mountains?
No mountain high enough? But last time we did any Stormblood stuff, things didn't go so well. Some dude in like some very ostentatious armor showed up, and he kicked everyone's ass. Not mine though. He got lucky. He sucker punched me. Very unfair. I would have won though, if it was a fair fight.
Oh, the big bitch?
Yeah, the big bitch. You know, that bitch.
Yeah. You don't got it if you don't want it, again. I know you got moves you can do to me.
Igale will be like, nah.
To get in a while. Where is Igale?
Igale is in Rogger's Reach. Just over in... what part of the Rogger's Reach am I in? I'm in the Barber.
I mean, this would make it fucking easier. There you go.
Yeah. I'm over here. Okay. Before we like really get into Stormblood, one thing to talk about is that so Stormblood was advertised, I think, partially as being like us finally doing the thing of liberating Alamigo. So don't you think it would be really funny if we then spent most of this expansion not being in Alamigo and being in an entirely different place instead? I think that'd be pretty funny. But a lot of people don't find that very funny. It's probably one of the bigger points of criticism for Stormblood story, because the liberation of Alamigo is something that has been basically like kind of in the background for all of 1.0, all of A Realm Reborn, good chunk of Heavensward. Like, it's always been something that's just kind of been there, just like at the back of your mind. It's just like, oh yeah, eventually we gotta do something about Alamigo, huh? And we're here, we're in Alamigo, and then we just get fucking curb stomped.
Yeah.
And everybody's so upset about it that they decide, hey, let's go to a different country. But today is the day where we're going to be going to that different country and just drinking that all in. But now it's a question of how are we gonna fucking get there?
Yeah.
So let's find out, shall we?
Well, you find out. I might do roulettes.
Natalie might do roulettes. There she goes.
Oh.
Oh, Gannon High Mountain is here also. Okay, so we gotta go talk to Pippin. Pippin Who's diagnosing me? Who's regenning me? What is this? Anyway. Pippin Towelpin. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe, as Pippin well knows. Our defeat was no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assaults. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Oriens will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed? Uh-huh. Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Yeah, alright. And there he goes.
So chat, you're going to be hearing Gage do his little narration of the story while I do my my roulettes with one Miss Ganon High Mountain.
I am going to be voice acting the hell out of this. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask you seek it elsewhere. Bunny bunny banunny banoy. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. So, Natalie.
Yes.
We've watched some things recently.
We have.
Most notably, we went and saw Furiosa on Sunday.
Yeah.
What do you think about Furiosa? How'd you feel about it?
Furiosa? I didn't realize it'd been so long since Fury Road came out.
Oh yeah, it's been like fucking, what, 10 years? 9 years?
Mm-hmm.
One of those numbers? Yeah, Furiosa was really supposed to be made like way earlier, but there was like some pretty serious pay disputes between Warner Brothers and George Miller.
That's what I heard.
That unfortunately like nearly killed the Mad Max franchise. But I'm glad that we were able to get it. I keep seeing, because like here's the thing, I've known that they were trying to make a Furiosa movie for years now. Like, it's been something that has been in the works for like the last decade. So it's kind of been weird to see like so many takes from people be like, I'm not sure that we needed a prequel to Fury Road. And it's just like, well, no, but this was always something that has been going to happen. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what the director wanted, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, originally, Fury Road, the thing that I saw is that originally Furiosa was going to be sort of like an Animatrix-style, like, anthology film, with, like, the different chapters made by different animators. And also, George Miller was going to have a lot more influence and hand in the Mad Max video game. But I think because of... I think there was so much bad blood between Warner Brothers and the Wachowskis that they were just like, no, we're not having you do that. You need to focus entirely on the first on this first movie before you do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Fury Road did really well, that's when Furiosa turned into a live-action film project.
Yeah, because he wanted to do a Matrix. He wanted to do like an animated, like Animatrix style thing, a comic book tie-in, and the movie.
Mm-hmm. And the video game.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought in the middle of my sentence there. It's been a long day. I'm not sure. I've been in like a weird funk for most of the day. Where it's just like, I feel like wound tight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think part of that is like my day job. They're having us do mandatory overtime, chat. I'm not thrilled about it. Nothing that's going to like impact my streams or anything. And I am getting paid for it, but you know? So I think it's also just kind of like affecting like my stream presence, unfortunately. Okay, Flame Courier. Miss, Marshal Tarapin said you might have something for me? Yeah, here's some stuff. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Cutscene time. Not voiced. Okay. Yashtola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire
I gotta
time.
do this first.
What do you gotta do?
I'm in the final dungeon.
Oh, Final Days?
Or the dead ends, actually.
Dead ends, right. Ooh, that's a Mogpendium thing. I still need to do that.
I'm trying to remember mechanics. It's been so long since I've done, like, this game and, like, done high-level healing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm trying.
Thank you, Kryl. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on. You're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished.
Sweet.
As you wish. What's up?
Sorry, just I'm winning these fights.
Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castromorians.
Tattling on Ganon, she ran the wrong direction.
Whoopsie daisy. Na, 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 na. I gotta tell ya, the triumphant quest complete music for Stormblood after the fucking raid of Rhalgr's Reach is very funny. What was I talking about? I was talking about Furiosa. That's right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I also just kind of take umbrage with the question of, did we need this as, like, a reaction to, like, any sort of piece of media? Because
Do we need any art?
Exactly. Like, I feel that doesn't feel like a valid criticism to me, because it's just like, we don't need any of this, technically speaking. We didn't need a fourth Mad Max movie, like, 3 decades after, like, Beyond Thunderdome.
Mm-hmm.
But Fury Road came out, and it fucked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I can kind of get where it comes from, where it's just like, there's obviously, like, trends of, like, them making, like, unnecessary, like, legacy sequels to franchises. Like, you know, we've got, at this point, years worth of criticism about the whole Star Wars sequel trilogy, all the fucking shit with, like, the Jurassic World trilogy. Like, there's something to be said for, like, criticism of that, but even then, like, that's less of a criticism. I feel like that's less of a criticism of, did we need this thing, and more criticism of, like, the corporate greed that sort of results in them milking nostalgia for, like, box office numbers.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, yes, Furiosa was originally intended to be, like, a very different product when it was originally conceived by George Miller, but at the same time, this is still a movie he's wanted to make for the last decade.
Yeah. There's definitely value in art just existing, you know?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna talk to some NPCs real quick. Master Kemp, your concern for your men's well-being is commendable, but I would urge you to consider your own. Let us pray they arrive safely. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with a bitter reality. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum Veladina or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Castromorians. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aldin. Uh-huh. Oh, is Raban just over there? Oh, okay.
I fucking died, so embarrassing.
Anybody watching my stream would never have known. You could have pretended that everything was fine. I would have known. Hello, Marty. Welcome.
A double embarrassment. There's a red mage on our group, and
Were you rezzed by the red mage?
No, I didn't res by the red mage. I'm doing the walk of shame back. They could have rezzed me.
Oh no! For more than a decade, the Resistance has resided here, hidden from the eyes of the Empire. And just when we set our sights on Veladina, they strike. Do you not find that passing strange? I can see the Reach means a lot to these people, but it would be suicide to stay. Wowbon. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castromorians. We can discuss our path forward there. Okay.
Dang, they're doing it though.
Something very funny about, like, talking to, like, 3 different people who are just like, yeah, I'll see you at Castromorians. Yeah, I'll see you at Castromorians. We shall return to Castromorians. And it's just like, are we going or not? And, like, finally, I get the mission objective to go back to Castromorians.
Mm-hmm. Communist Gage, call him Red Gage.
What?
Mags in my chat.
Hey. I am wearing a lot of red right now, to be fair. Hi, Lise. Natalie, how do you feel about Lise?
I did not like her when I first played, and now she's grown on me.
I feel like that's a common opinion of Lise. Oh, God, I gotta stretch real quick. I haven't gotten up from my chair since I started the Silent Hill transmission stream, so I need to stretch just real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Okay, I cannot, like, immediately resurrect myself if I die again. That's like muscle memory.
Have some faith in your red mage.
Well, I didn't even see we had a red mage is the thing.
Okay. Kryl is with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryl says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen. When that Skulls commander cut down Mefrid, a single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And you know... What? You good?
Yep, I'm just fighting for my fucking life here.
And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it. It was an Alamegan. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. She's not doing well right now. Oh, Lise. Everyone's really upset about everything that's happened.
Of course.
Oh, was this one voiced?
Were it not
Oh,
for the
thank God.
swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours. And for that, we thank you.
You're welcome.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to
Wah.
the future.
Wah.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of his general. They've broken
Walked right
us.
back into that.
Our fight is over.
I'm making
Master
silly
Kemp,
mistakes. Mag said, I'll be real. I
always
thought
hate them
Gage was
with every
reading Final
fiber of
Fantasy
my
XIV
being.
fanfiction in the
For
background.
what they took
No,
from
this
us
is
then and
dialogue.
now.
Is
Our
dialogue.
homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
These are things that people are actually saying in real life.
The youths who fight for Xenos.
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them
Oh
it
shit,
was
I
all
don't
for
remember which way to
nothing?
go. Ooh. Run. Ooh.
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I'm brave or stupid enough to face him
I
again.
can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. God help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Hey, Lise, that wasn't very nice. I wasn't
Loath I am
humiliated.
to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
What will you say? We fight, and we fight, and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. What would Igeld say in this scenario? I have a feeling you're about to tell us feels a little too, like, cheeky wink at the audience, so I don't think she would say that. Because, like, I like to write Igeld as being, like, a goofball on occasion, but, like, I don't want her to be like a, well, that just happened, or he's right behind me, isn't he? Kind of like...
Like a Deadpool.
Yeah, let's go with that. I feel like Igeld would throw out the suggestion of, why don't we take the fight to Doma? Just like, since Alphino brought it up. I think she'd be like, hey, why don't we go to Doma? I don't see why not. It might be fun.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Xenos to fight a war on 2 fronts?
Yeah, sure, that's what I meant.
For that, there would need to be someone
For
left to fight
you.
on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan.
Sitting
as
through 2
promised.
minutes of French ads
I
just
feel
for my
our
friend
brothers and
Natalie.
sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Alright, where's Eigild?
Eigild is in Castrum Oriens.
Give us the time we need. And
Well,
we will
you
give
doing a
something
dungeon.
far greater.
Huh?
You doing a
Very
dungeon?
well.
No, Castrum Oriens is the
You have
first
done for
area
us,
in the
we'll
fringes.
fight on.
Oh yeah,
But be
yeah.
swift, comrades.
Dude, I don't remember
Amigo
any of
has
that.
suffered enough.
Okay. But yeah, I think so. Pivoting back to Furiosa now that I'm out of the cutscene, because you and I, you watched the Nick Spheres video, May Leets, right?
Yes.
Is it Leets or Lights? I actually
I
don't
think
know.
it's
how to-
Leeds, isn't
I
it?
think it's, you think? I'm not 100% certain, but she made the really good point that Maya Capua. Hello.
Whoa.
She made the really good point of Furiosa is a lot more in line with like the earlier Mad Max movies in like how it's plotted, how it's presented, things that happen, that sort of thing, than it is with like Fury Road, which I think is a neat point to make. Because I do really like the first 3 Mad Max movies. Not as much as Fury Road. I think Fury Road... There was a... Filmjoy has a video on Fury Road that basically says that it makes the first 3 movies essentially obsolete.
Uh-huh.
Which feels accurate, I think. Alright, I gotta go talk to Cryo. I gotta talk to so many NPCs. Goodness. Everyone is here. Super Smash Brothers voice, everyone is here. You've said your piece, yes? Now would you please return to bed? You'll never recover if you carry on like this. Ye gods, the pain. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Please? I can't deny a part of me wants to stay and fight, but I know I'd be more use to you and the others. Conrad, I guess. I was trying to talk to Alexei, but yeah, sure.
I'm be joining friend Marty for roulettes now.
Ooh. We've got a long road ahead of us, but it all begins with the first step. We'll stay in the Reach and rebuild. We'll reinforce our defenses. If they come again, we'll be ready. Owie say. So we fight on, come what may. Sentiment notwithstanding, what other choice did we have? Pippin. I wish you well on your journey, my friend. Let us pray that when we meet again, our fortunes will be much changed. Wabon. If the rumors are to be believed, this is not the first time Xenos has spared his foes. They say he abides by an unusual code and takes pleasure in the fight. Whatever his reasons, we must use this time to our advantage. It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task. And Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Na, 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 na. That which is beyond one alone may yet be within reach of the many. You said it, Alphino. Lies, damn lies, and pirates. Alice is contemplating the logistics of a journey to the Far East. Where men go as one, there is life, and when there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Arthur is not exactly over the river and through the woods. Definitely less than a year away, though. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister. Or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphino, it would have been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose, would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arenvald and the others? Uh-huh. Yes, Alphino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift? Why not? Does Kryle not want gifts?
Kryle don't like gifts.
Maybe Kryle already knows that Alphino is terrible with money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would not
in the
dream
royal
of it.
city of Rabanastre.
Oh. Have fun with that. Right then, sister, Igeld, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Laminsa. Okay.
Woo!
Girl trip, plus Alphino. Girl trip, but Alphino is also here. The other bear is now following. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Shark Stream. I hope you have a good time. That man is in a tank top and jeans. Good for him. Boom. I just realized I don't have my chat blocker up. Whoopsie daisy. It's up now, though. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So we also both saw Fallout, the TV show, which isn't it's not really an adaptation of the games; it's a continuation of them because it's canon,
like a separate kind of universe, I think. Like it's in a different timeline.
That much I don't think is super clear right now. Like I saw some people arguing about whether or not it considers New Vegas canon, but it would seem to. That being said, I think the intention is that it is supposed to be, like, in canon with the games. Like, it's supposed to take place in their same timeline, I believe. But I don't know if there's been any sort of, like, definitive word on that. If it is, that would put it in the same sort of class as the Assassin's Creed movie. Esteemed company, to be sure. But it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I thought it was really fun. Not a difficult series to watch. Very easy, like popcorn media.
Digestible. That being said, I guess when I was seeing like clips that people were posting or clips that they put out as previews, I guess I was worried that it was going to be like full-on comedy. But I feel like it handled some of the more dramatic moments of the series really well. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, specific examples. Like, I'm thinking about, like, especially, like, the whole, like, ending sequence. when Lucy finally gets where she's going and the whole truth is revealed to her.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was really like well done, a really well done dramatic sequence. But I shouldn't leave it unsaid that it's also like it's also got a lot of really good comedy in it. Hell of an opening scene though. Like, I think I told you about that after I watched it, that like the opening scene and like the tension and the anxiety of it was really well done.
Mm-hmm.
Just with all the bombs going off. So I really liked that. I would recommend it. Giving it a watch.
Yeah, I think the set pieces were really good. Definitely looked like a Fallout game.
Set design and costume design was really nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just like the vibe of the audio and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, what a hiccup.
Goodness. God, when episode 2 ended and I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire started playing, like, okay, I haven't played a lot of Fallout, really. The Fallout game that I have put the most time in with was Fallout 3. So, like, I just got this rush of nostalgia when that song started playing, because I was just like, oh my god. Started singing along to it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke with Urianger and Thancred along the way. To say they were surprised by our stratagem would be something of an understatement, but they did not dispute its logic. Vilbrand was always Y'shto's domain. I haven't spent much time here, to be honest. Alright, Alphino, what are we going to do about a boat? Tataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Melwib lending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, inasmuch as we will be traveling by sea. Regrettably, it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms.
Go, Maya Capra, Ganon cannot hear currently. Cannot.
The Kraken's Arms?
She's not gonna hear my funny joke.
Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. If she's watching my stream, she will. Greetings and salutations, scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, never speak my mind. Not once in my entire life have I ever spoken my mind, I promise. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the High House of the Vishguard. Smile. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Blah 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 yada yada yada. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable
Indefatigable?
Indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Tataru be like, smile. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragic tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Smile. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugani. Kugani? Kugani? Kugane, in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Shrug.
Shit.
The poor little boy had only seen 14 summers when he left Ishgard. Can you imagine what it must have felt like to finally be free to explore the world, unbeholden to all the stuffy traditions of the Holy See? Such a shame that he never returned home. Without him, the Count de Durandare must look elsewhere for a successor, and the good Lord Jaraquinard is one step closer to being next in line. Isn't that the astrologian guy?
I think so.
Jaraquinard?
Sounds like him.
The one who fucks? Blackmail, is it? This is a dangerous game the two of them are playing. What guarantee do we have that Carvelin won't just throw us overboard? I'm not sure what just happened. I could have sworn he was about to turn us away, but then he changed his mind? That's about the long and short of it, yeah. Suddenly, all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvelin squirm. That's Tataru for you.
Mm-hmm.
Tales from the Far East. Alphino is thinking of ways you might pass the time. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What have Aigeld and Lys? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Aigeld. And everybody walks off. Dibba-dip, dibba-dow. Revenant Toll. I need to get up from my computer for a second here. Can you vamp for a bit?
Vamping. I love vamping. It's my favorite activity is to vamp. I'm so good at it, as you can see. Gage is right here.
I don't know if we have cold ones at the moment.
I like Rabbinaster, but it's definitely one of those ones that like people don't know how to do. Can you open it for me?
Yeah. It's not cold, is it okay?
That's fine.
To load up the fridge with more. There you go.
Not to tell tales out of school, but our tank is kind of not doing great. They're kind of pulling mobs away from other tanks, stealing aggro when like they're not really prepared to take that aggro. Swimming. We are swimming. I don't know if I've ever done this section before. Is the swimming section the same for everybody in Rabbinaster? I forget. Marty would be proud of me, because I think these are some of Marty's favorite Alliance raids.
Evil Easter eggs?
Yeah. At least I remember that's something that they said that they really liked. Oh god, is this the one where, like, the guy shoots at you? I don't think so. These ruins, we are no longer in Rabanastre, my friend. We got a show hole? No, I think I'm wrong.
I think that's Orban.
Ooh. Gage over here scarfing down a donut, you guys. It's really funny to me. Oh, shit, I forgot about that. Look, it's a small. Why would this person run into the group? Horrific. I'm being so judgy of this raid when I haven't, like... Ooh! When I haven't played in ages.
Okay, so the mistake that I made was that I took one of the cinnamon twists instead of a normal donut, and so it was infinitely longer to actually finish. Also, Cassie is loose now.
Is he loose?
Trying to keep track of her so I don't run her over. Alright.
Oh yeah, because she loves to be run over. It's her favorite activity.
Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. Bleh. I gave my jaw a workout eating that donut. Jesus Christ. I'll ask around at the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? Oh, and there she goes. The Rising Stones. Greetings, Igeld. What brings you to the Toll this eve? Bunny banunny banoy. What's up?
Is this you?
What about me?
Double me.
Well, me. I just like giving Igeld, like all Igeld has are lip flaps. So it's just like, oh yeah, bunny, banunny. And then Maya Capra is just like meow, 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 meow. Cassie, I don't think there's anything in there you'd like. Unless you like vegetables. Do you like vegetables? I've got peas.
Fucking fan of vegetables.
I've got peas and carrots and corn.
People want to stand in those?
In corn?
Oh, no, they don't. I'm wrong.
Alright, Cassie, I'm gonna pick you up real quick. I'm gonna put you on the floor. What? You are Fedoma? Heavens! You Scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation. But when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. Something feels kind of weird about just like, I never imagined you'd fight for our homeland. It's just like, yeah, we're mostly doing it to divide their forces so that they have to fight a battle on two fronts so we can liberate Alamigo. But I mean, like, I'll do my best. You are truly planning to travel to Doma. I do not know what to say. Forgive me, I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern... Oh, hold on. He sounds like... He's starting to sound like a fucking tour guide. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Authard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish. But travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Cassie is getting better at climbing since she's learning to use her claws a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But also, ouch. Huh? What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. Bunny bunny banunny banoi banunny. You go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nage clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men and Magitech. His witch, huh? She sounds like a cool character. To think what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Kayan has become a den for Garlean dogs. They got dogs?
Wow, 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 wow.
Bow wow wow wow? I mean, they do have dogs, technically speaking. They got wolves. Please, I found some stuff out.
Not to tell some tales out of school, but our fucking tank that's like being a bad, rude tank.
Yeah.
First time in this dungeon. How freaking brave you gotta be like, I'm taking Agwo. I'm pulling your mobs over here.
Cassie, can I help you? You are sitting on my desk. Do you want to play Final Fantasy XIV? Cassie? Cassie girl? Wow, wow, wow. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians. But anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Bunny bunny banunny banunny banoi. Wow. What you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Sorry, you were saying?
Tells stories out of school. This is a real life tattle. Moose just took a big stinky shit. It's really affecting my mood.
Oh no! Moose! How could you?
A little old man poops.
Jesus Christ.
Truly distressing. And they're even more distressing since he's got like his brand new like little old man food.
With the little shrimpies in it.
The little shrimpies in it.
Not without incident. Lise thinks it's time you return to Limsa. Right. No point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alphino said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Speak with Alphino at the ferry docks. That's not what the word is. Cassie, get your face out of there. Oh, I do still have the master volume turned down a lot. Okay. I was wondering why the game seemed a little quiet. Cassie, get your face out of there. Alright.
I am Revelation.
I don't know why I'm running all the way there. I could have taken the Aethernet. Alas, I've already committed to it. seeing people wandering around with the yokai minions out, and I'm just like, I hope you guys are doing well with those. I've already finished them. I don't need to do them anymore. But, you know, best of luck. An army marches on its stomach. Tataru took that lesson to heart. A surfeit of sumptuous foods, wondrous sundries, plenty of clean undergarments. Yes, I do believe we have everything we need for a lengthy voyage.
Lots of underpants. You gotta, Alphino, you gotta pack underwear like you're gonna shit yourself every day.
That's what you gotta do. Like, especially if you're gonna be. Oh, Cassie just fell off the desk.
Oh,
hold on. She yanked a bunch of my like work stuff along with her. One moment, I gotta go pick that up. Cassie, you doing alright? Where you at, girl? Oh, Cassie, are you okay? Oh, she ran under the bed. She's embarrassed.
oh, sweet kitty, scared, upset.
She's okay though. It's times like this I'm glad we've got Tataru taking care of business. You are returned, Aigeld. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends at Revenant's Toll. I'm eager to hear it all. Though that can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. I'm gonna tell the deckhand. All set, lass? I'll see you to the ship if so. Board the Misery? What a lovely name. Yeah, this is my seafaring vessel, the Shithole. Welcome aboard.
Ah, shit, it was red. It was red eyeballs.
Ohio, Yange.
12 be praised.
This is blue.
Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Voiced cutscene, voiced cutscene.
Urianger, tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall.
Oh, one of our dancers
See
is having a
azure
hard
lost
time.
amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Oh, a parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Hey! Alise gets her red mage gear. About time.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the
I
most
don't remember everything
formidable
that I have
foe.
for this, so I'm just going to read
Impressive.
everything.
It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of
Master
our
run.
parting draws nigh.
Our tank
A fair
failed
wind
immediately.
blows and I mean to follow.
Probably very embarrassed.
Incredible.
Also, they
It would
kept
seem
on
our
like
ship is
using
set to
clemency
sail.
and stuff
I
after a
give my
while. I'm
regards
like,
to
it's not that
Thancred
you're
and
not
others,
getting healed enough;
and
it's that you're standing in
take care.
AOE's, and they're very like slow telegraphed AOE's.
Is it their first time tanking?
I don't know. I mean, I could save their life if I wasn't so fucking rusty. I need people to vote on the gear, so can do other roulettes with my good friend Margie.
I'm actually coming up on the first dungeon of the expansion.
What dungeon is that?
Siren. I think it's Siren Song Sea.
Oh yeah, the one with the ghost ship and stuff.
Yeah. Oriange just kind of standing there. God, we need to get to Shadowbringers so that I can get him out of the fucking potato sack.
He needs to be like slutified, bareback and everything.
We need to make Oriange more of a whore.
I think it's so cowardly that they covered his back. I hate people who just sit in a dungeon waiting for, like, other people to leave or for the thing to time out.
Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But
I really
some
need
of the
these people
lads
to
are
roll on
muttering
this
about
gear.
seeing
I'm sure they want
things in
their, like, a
water.
test and roll. They want the
Things that
the
shouldn't
card
be
or
there.
whatever.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment.
It's very strange to me
Actually,
that...
might I persuade
on.
you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Gotta wait for this dialogue to finish. Siren Song Sea is a very strange dungeon to me, because it just comes out of fucking nowhere. Like, most other dungeons, like, especially after this point, and, like, honestly, even before this point, feel like they have some kind of, like, narrative purpose to the overall story of the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Siren Song Sea is just kind of here because we needed a dungeon.
Scooby-Doo moment.
Scooby-Doo moment. We just needed a dungeon for this part of the expansion. So, here you go. Fight some jellies. Cassie, what are you meowing about? She is complaining.
Man, they're really waiting for the whole thing to go down.
Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the cerulean engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them things the lads saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, for example. Sea-wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous! Alpha no scared of ghosts moment? Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. Uh-huh. 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 What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles. Okay.
Someone here named Thickest Prime.
Amazing. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. The Siren Song C, now accessible.
I
I'll
can
make
join for that.
I'll make sure Tataru stays below deck until we know it's safe. Alvino was terrified of ghost stories as a child. I'm glad to see that some things never change. What? What are you looking at me like? Why are you looking at me like that? I am calm and collected as ever. Carry on. The fiery one. Halise, was it? 'Tis a pity she holds our profession in such disdain. She would make an excellent pirate. Halise would be an incredible pirate. Maybe too good? I feel like she would be too good at it. You know?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, you got your white mage on?
Mm-hmm.
That should hopefully mean that we get in pretty quickly. Yeah, less than 5 minutes. Not too bad at all.
I'm gonna get a new book from Chloe.
Chloe Aoyapo.
Chloe Aoyapo. I could
Probably.
not leave in time. Ugh.
The Siren Song C.
We got a first time red page.
Two bunnies, two cats.
Like a pet store in here. I'm the only one with the DMV picture.
I was gonna say. Oh, since the update that added duty support to all the Stormblood dungeons, it looks like you don't get the Alphino, Alice, and Lise NPCs up here anymore. Because they're probably part of the duty support. I like the music for this dungeon.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fucking going pew pew mode. We love casting spells.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Cassie, I need you to not trying. I need you not trying to eat my leftovers, please.
I love leftovers.
Did I tell you that she pulled the like foam cover off my mic one time?
I did not hear that.
It was very funny. It's just like, no, you can't do that. Cassie, that's my pop filter.
Is she chewing on you?
No, she's trying to climb up my shirt, and I think she might be trying to eat the wires for my headset. Possibly.
To be fair, they are delicious.
That's true. They're red, which means they're cherry flavored.
Yep.
No leftovers, Cassie girl. Whoop. Cassie, stop. Stop eating. You have food in your bowl. Am I gonna need to put you back in the bathroom? Oh, and she just flipped up a bunch of... God damn it, Cassie.
What'd she do?
She upended the bent-go box and spilled a bunch of... Oh no! Spilled a bunch of veggies onto the desk.
Oh no. Very funny.
Oh no, I might need to... I might need to take a second here once we finish this boss.
Hopefully this group is, like, reasonable. I feel like the dancer's been, like, early pulling stuff.
Cassie, I don't even think you're actually swallowing anything. Okay, 1 second. Oh, shit, that wasn't in... Hold on, that wasn't in party chat. Shit. Okay, 1 second. You're going back in the bathroom, Cassie. I can't trust you to be out here. Come on.
Oh. Oh, they are waiting. That's nice.
You know, it's certainly gonna start screaming.
For sure.
Okay. Goodness gracious. I'm probably gonna end up rewatching the Silent Hill transmission before my stream on Saturday.
Yeah.
Just to refresh it in my mind so that I like have stuff to talk about. Also probably rewatch the trailer from the State of Play. I think the thing that I'm most interested to see once we finally get it is going to be that new movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I feel like it's going to be a very similar situation to the first Silent Hill movie, where it's not going to be, like, good, but it's going to show an understanding of like the source material that I will almost certainly respect.
Uh-oh, there goes Juno.
Because Christoph Gans, generally speaking, seems to know what he's doing.
I will say this dungeon also has some arena-ass arenas. It's just circles.
Gosh, I wonder where we're gonna fight a boss.
Yeah.
Circle, circle, circle.
I wonder what like the lore implication of this character being called the Governor.
Governor of what, pray tell? Yeah, because, like, how much information do we have on this dungeon? Like I said, it very much feels like it just sort of comes out of nowhere just because they needed a dungeon.
My goodness, Juno. The
Art.
Groveler.
The Groveler.
Wow, we shared the same shadow hole.
What if we kissed in the shadow hole and we were both girls? Forever trying to find out if a particular hat is compatible with my Bunui ears. Once
I just
more,
got
I'm
the
disappointed.
shitty little like earmuffs.
I will take the ear socks over nothing, honestly. Like, that's why I was appreciative of the like Rising Phoenix fucking Power Rangers Kamen Rider gear. Because it's just like, I can wear that helmet. It gives me funny little bunny ear socks. I appreciate that. It's more than nothing, and I really like that.
She whining.
Wow.
You hear her?
That one I heard, yeah. First I heard it in real life, and then I heard it over the mic. Bark.
I promise she's okay, y'all. She's just wanting attention.
Dogs be like that.
Dogs be like that. Oh yeah, you're watching all the cutscenes. You're doing MSQ stuff.
This enemy is very squishy. Makes very squishy noises.
Yeah, but she's also very pretty.
Yeah. What's her name? Lorelei.
Lorelei.
Lorelei. Bow, bow, down, bow, 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 down. I think this track is called Triumph. I think it might be one of my favorite, like, dungeon boss themes. Oh, shit. Ugh, bleeding. Alright, let me actually pay attention to which way it's going to send me this time. I wasn't paying attention. But it's fine. It's fine, Smile.
Do a retreat. Morbid retreat. There you go.
Okay, bye. Ooh. Get me out of there. I'm gonna advance, so I'm gonna go right here.
Whoa.
Oh, we almost got her. We almost got her.
Yeah, there she goes.
No more mechanics.
Yeah. It's up pink. Is it raining outside or something?
I'm not sure. I don't think it is. It says it's cloudy. Oh, look, the NPCs showed up. Alright, hold on. Player con... Nope, they're both gone. Okay. Never mind. Let me go see what everyone has to say. Thus, the legend is unmasked. Of all the... Oh, hold up. I gotta back up, go back in. Of all the eerie things here, that was definitely the eeriest. Okay, Alphino? I cannot put this idol behind us soon enough. Haha, he's scared. Alright, Alice? Alice is... not saying anything? Hold on. Now we can resume our voyage. Okay. That we can.
I am probably going to end my own stream here. Sound good?
All right.
I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I'm going to go ahead and hang up on you, Gage. I hope you
appears
have
to
a
be the
good
last of
rest of
them.
your stream.
Thank you. Thank you for
Bye.
joining. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, this cutscene is voiced.
Word from the Misery. Repairs are complete, and we may resume our journey without further delay.
I swear, if I never hear another ghost story, it will be too soon.
Ah, he's scared. Get scared, idiot. Get scared, get scared. And then it just kind of moves on. Like, alright, sure, that sure happened. Well, that just happened. We did it. We made it to Authored, or Hingashi, and it definitely took less than a year.
The smell of the salt and the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugana.
Oh, Ghost announced this rating with a party of 4. How surprising! Thank you, Natalie.
The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othard, from Doma. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Okay, we're here. And we are going to be here for a little while. Alright, let's touch base with everybody. It's Taru. Strange. Is it just me, or is the ground swaying? By the 12, I have never been happier to be back on terra firma. Our voyage has instilled in me a new appreciation for the surfaces which do not move of their own accord. Oh, come on, Alphino. We were only on that boat for an amount of time. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. It's very colorful, is it not? Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. Now let's never speak of it again. Myriad delights await you, should you elect to explore and experience, assuming you are sufficiently open-minded, that is. I, alas, cannot afford to linger. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alphino is in no mood to take in the sights. Hello, Admiral Doggo49. Welcome to the Shark Stream. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Kavalain, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Authored were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there's a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I am realizing that I forgot to announce on Twitter when the Final Fantasy XIV section of the stream started, so I'm kicking myself a little bit for that, but neither here nor there. The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for their self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Arthur, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Captain Carvalane, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and do a jump puzzle. Or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart? Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Good talk. Right then, to the hostelry? After you. Boy, I hope this hostel isn't hostile. Heem. Voiced cutscene? Seems like a voiced cutscene.
By the 12th?
Yep.
I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
Alphino, Ishgard kind of sucks.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Get yourself in trouble, you mean?
1,000 pardons, my lady.
Oh god, it's him.
The signs of the seventh dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugani and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
It's just very funny to me that, like, Lolorito was so fucking, like, scared out of his fucking gourd by what happened to Teleji Adeleji that it feels like just at every opportunity he's trying to help us so that we don't decide, hey, you're more trouble than you're worth. Got vegetables stuck up on all the knickknacks on my desk after the kitten flipped over the Tupperware I was eating out of. So I just gotta pick that up real quick. Give me a moment. I could probably just let the cutscene keep going.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
I like Hancock. He's a very fun
If I may favour you
character.
with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know.
A turtleman.
Including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
That's one way to put it.
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Cats are lucky they're so cute. They are. She's also just a very small kitten, so I can't really stay too mad at her. I don't trust him one bit, and neither should you. He seems like a perfectly reasonable man. Forgive me, the mere mention of the East Aldenard Trading Company is enough to... I'm fine, truly. You need not worry. Lise, you didn't say anything during that whole exchange. So there are Imperial spies everywhere. Great. Just great. I dare say Alphino has met his match. And you must be Eigeld Sjork, slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. Yeah, that's me. I've stolen a pantaloon or two in my time. I knew it! May I say what an honor and pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are gonna get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. Alright. I say, what is that smell? What is that I smell wafting from yonder tea house? Could it be? Yes, could it just possibly be the scent of whispered secrets waiting to be overheard? Even the Aetherites look different here. Yeah, they're very pretty. I note that our would-be host has elected to dress in the local fashion. I do not like the cut of that man's jib. Not one bit. Says he doesn't like your jib. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Tenkonto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetherite, which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Sharlayan, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar! Will wonders never cease? Far Eastern Aetherite technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune if you'd like. That way, you won't need to keep traveling by boat. A very long trip, if I do say so myself, but definitely less than a year. Where the streets are paved with koban. Hancock would very much like to continue talking. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetherite. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. To the markets. I did not realize there's a retainer vocate here. Suppose it makes sense. Be still, my heart! Well, well, I would expect no less of a bustling port. No sign of Gosetsu or Yugiri here. Not that I expected to stumble across them just like that, though it would have been nice. Just look at all these garish designs. Not fond of subtlety, are they? Is that a theater over there? We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kogane Dori. Neat. Kugane, as you are doubtless aware, is an ancient Hingan world for gold. So, in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, a kindred spirit! What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Oh god, there's two of them. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. You are with clients today. Why, if it isn't Master Caton! Pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Caton of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as the overseer of these markets. As we have received many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Guild are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Bow. Bow. Goodbye. His entire function in the conversation is just to let us know, hey, you won't have to worry about having a second currency. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. Boing, 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 boing. Don't think I haven't memorized every detail of that street. There's at least half a dozen shops that will soon be enjoying my custom. The district up ahead has a different air about it. We're actually quite far from the docks now, aren't we? This place is bigger than I thought. Where to next, I wonder? If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijin-gai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Sekisegumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there! You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance where when a foreign merchant and his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisegumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another. Or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Teleji Adeleji. That is pretty funny. Actually, no, that's a good bit. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Oh, okay. Nobody has any idea how to react to Hancock, and it's very funny. Damn, it looks Garlean. Danger! Excitement! Intrigue! Oh my! Compared to the Hingan architecture, this seems drab and uninspired. Or mayhap I have simply had my fill of Garlean aesthetics, such as they are. Some might call it unwise to loiter outside the gates of a hostile empire's consulate. So that building's full of Garleans. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without artisans. Hello, Festus. That's close enough, savage. Damn, alright. Are we sure I can't just beat the shit out of them a little bit? Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself. There's oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district. You are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Hey, wait, pleasure district? Hey, Hancock? Hancock? What was that last one? Let us retire to the company offices. Wait, hold on. You mentioned a... Wait, oh, okay. But I wanted to see the pleasure district. Whoa. Alright. 'Tis good to see a fellow Eorzean. Yeah! There's no denying that this place was built for an Ul'dan. Even though this feels just as out of place as the Garlean consulate, it's a lot more comforting. Ah, the unmistakable scent of wealth and power. I dare say we could travel to Mericidia or the New World and find a man like Hancock waiting for us. I guess we'll have to see once we get to the New World and Dawntrail. At long last, we have arrived at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices. We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, come, right this way. It'd be nice if this next cutscene was voiced. Please? It seems like it's going to be voiced. I have a feeling. Let's see if my gamble pays off. Is that a tiny statue of Lord Lorito?
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
Well, I mean, who told you?
I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Rugadin?
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past.
I was not aware of that.
At which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea.
Eigeld has had consciousness for all of a few months at this
To
point.
the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Okay. Damn, a wind howling outside.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
He doesn't want you to kill him, ideally. Alright. So we'll probably get up to the point of getting to the Ruby Sea and then stop for the day. This combined with the Silent Hill stream, we've been going for about 3 hours now. And I'm going to need to, like, chop up the stream VOD after the fact to get that all taken care of, so... Oh, this place takes me back. It reminds me of the workshops of an Uldan lapidary I once served. What the fuck is a lapidary? Hold on. Lapidary. Relating to stone and gems and the work involved in engraving, cutting, or polishing. Okay. He was not exaggerating when he spoke of their wards' efficacy. Whoever wove them did so with consummate skill. I'm not sure how I managed our time in the Far East I'm not sure how I imagined our time in the Far East unfolding, but it definitely didn't involve Uldans. Especially not these Uldans. Still, whatever works, right? Whatever gets us where we need to go. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and we do not intend to disappoint them. I must confess, I am an avid collector of all things Far Eastern. See for yourself, I insist. He's such a... I love Hancock as, like, the representative weeb of Final Fantasy XIV. Alvaro is a smooth plan. A good samurai is hard to find. A good samurai is hard... It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gotsetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up, and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed. Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alise and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. I always love I love the recurring bit of Alphino being an incredible artist. Wow. Y'shtola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Eyegeld. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. I think the funniest part of Alphino's sketches in this is that the bit is then repeated in fucking the Hildebrand questline for this, where we're looking for a particular person in Kugane, and Nashu, bless her heart, is just like, I've prepared a sketch of the guy in question. Here, take a look. And it's just awful. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. I mean, I saw the picture, at least. It's okay. You may view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. It's a very good picture. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Ah, sorry, no time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? Onsen, that was it. She got there. Oh, hold on. Let's not make this more difficult on myself than it already is. Hi, are you Karaku at the something? Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Ho! What is that in your hand? Here's a picture. You want to see my friend do it? Hey girl, hey. You seek this Ulra and this Rogadine, do you? I have 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. So they were a patron here, is what you're saying. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekisegumi may demand otherwise. I'm sorry, but there is naught I can do. Beans. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotakaze, was it? Uh-huh. Okay, bye. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. Hey girl, hey. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Hey, take a look at this picture. My friend do it. Ah, an Aori shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, do not be offended. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, do not be offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet. Uh-huh. I see, and you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? Sure. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The 2 individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I'll provide you with the names of the captains if you'd like. Here you go. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotakaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we've finished, alright? Good luck. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm guessing I probably need to go... Fuck, across that bridge, probably. Actually, hold on. Da-na-na-na-na. The NPC behind the counter looks like friend of the stream, Eleanor. She do. I do really like that hairstyle. Just as, like, one of the options that you can get. Oh, there's one! Ugh. I'm alright. Excuse me, friend. Can you look at this picture of my friend do it? You asked me if I have seen this Aori woman and this Rogadin samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Razathan. It would be an unreasonable detour. Damn. Sucks. Excuse me, so can you look at this picture of my friend do it? Yes, a Rogadin gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, but the mad devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. Okay. There's got to be another one around here. It's not just, like, just beyond the draw distance, is it? No. Maybe it's up top, then. The way I fucking leapt over that railing making me think of... There's a meme going around on Twitter about, like, scenes from movies that are, like, always funny. And one of the ones I saw somebody post is from the movie The Other Guys. which is a comedy starring Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Where if you don't know about the movie, the basic setup is that Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg play particularly unpopular cops who are constantly overshadowed by a pair of cops who are basically like action movie stars, who are played by Samuel L. Jackson and Dwayne Johnson. Now, early on in the movie, when they're chasing some criminals who I think are kidnapping somebody, they chase one of them to a rooftop. And when they look down after one of the guys, I think, zip lines off the roof, they're just like, you think what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes. And they jump off the roof and fall to their death because there weren't even any bushes on that road. And that is the scene that they posted, and it's a really good scene. I remember watching that movie a long time ago, and I remember it being pretty funny, honestly. Are any of you guys... a meticulous merchant. There was a running bit in that movie where Mark Wahlberg is trying to get back with the woman he loves. But he keeps, like, approaching her while she's, like, on dates with her new boyfriend. And her new boyfriend is, like, kind of, like, played up as, like, being very cultured. So, like, he meets them at, like a ballet thing, or, like, at like an art gallery, and each time he meets them, he displays a surprising amount of knowledge about whatever it is that they're doing. And he explains it as, yeah, I wanted to more effectively bully people when I was a kid, so I learned all about this stuff. Which I think is a very fun running bit. Passengers? No, we no longer offer that service. Are you sure? Did you look at the picture of my friend do it? Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. Woman? Ha! If it is women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Okay. Hey, where are the pleasure houses? No, I should probably just go. Lisa's waiting for me. A good samurai is hard to find. You say that again. Wah. Ow. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. It's probably a trap. Lisa's about ready to give up. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait! I've just remembered! There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Nabazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around? Oh boy. This, of course, means that we're about to see one of my favorite cutscenes in this patch, or in this expansion. When I asked Kotakaze what a Namazu meant, she said it was Hingan for catfish. And here I was thinking she'd said fisherman. This doesn't seem like a voiced cutscene. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... Let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Igeld. We're looking for some friends of ours. Here, look at this picture. My friend drew it. I see, I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I got like 2 million gil. I didn't think to bring any money. But surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need for the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, yes, but hurry, your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasogare Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? Goodbye! It's about time our luck changed. Alvin and the others will be thrilled. Uh-huh. Wah, 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 wah. Ow. Alright, and we just need to go here. Boop, boop, boo, doo, boo. Roo, doo, 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 doo. Ya da 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 da. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yeah, man. I can't stick around, I'm busy, but... Hello, Cal. Are y'all okay after the Silent Hill stream? Yeah, we're fine. Like, honestly, I'm a little excited. Like, the Silent Hill 2 remake footage didn't look terrible. It looked fine. And the section of the section of the presentation about the new Silent Hill movie actually has me pretty optimistic about its quality. Like, at the very least, it's going to be better. It's obviously going to be better than Silent Hill Revelation. But from the sound of it, it's at least going to be on the level of the first Silent Hill movie, especially since it's the same director. You wouldn't believe some of the things you can find down at the markets. We're spoiled for choice here. Welcome back. We ourselves returned but a moment ago. I hope my information was of value. Low fucking bar. I mean, yeah, but like... I'm optimistic, I guess, is what I'm coming out of it with. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Arthur. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us. And then you'll never believe what happened. Blah 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 yada 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 blah 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 yada blah blah. Yada blah 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 blah. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Then I won't interfere with your optimism. I appreciate that. Look, the thing is, I genuinely like the first Silent Hill movie. I have a lot of reasons to like the first Silent Hill movie. I did a whole post on Co-Host about the reasons I like it, and also the reasons I dislike Revelation. And I think Christoph Gans has his heart in the right place. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain? But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, But if Gyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So, if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Chitara will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. The fact that Alice and Lise haven't really gotten a chance to hang out prior to this is criminal. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs, even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sekisegumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you ought to return here at once. Is that clear? I had a feeling we might find ourselves in a situation like this, so I made sure to stock up on some special supplies that I thought might prove useful. Alice has them, in case you're wondering. The Sekisegumi are not to be trifled with. Rare is the week that I do not hear of at least one tale of an Aegean being arrested under dubious pretext. Fortunately, a wealthy and well-connected ally can help resolve such matters with the minimum of fuss. Rest assured, I will not be far behind, Aigeld. While I am no shinobi, I can keep to the shadows when necessary. And there I was thinking Gyoto was just being nice. I tell you now, if Hancock's right about all of this, that fish is getting filleted. To review, Lise, Aigeld, and I will meet with Gyoto as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyoto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisegumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyoto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! Away we go. This is probably going to be the last thing that we do. In all likelihood. Because I am starting to wind down. Like, I'm really starting to feel the hour. And I got a couple other things I need to do tonight before I go to bed. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a good place to stop. It's a trap, isn't it? We may as well stop kidding ourselves. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Aigeld. Something smells fishy. You're very funny, Alice, and everyone thinks so. Everybody laughed.
He's late.
Hmm? Squeak, 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 squeak.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Cassie is crying. Alright. This is the water. There's no boat.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
Yeah, that's about what we expected. Elise is just like...
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
She's just like, God, alright.
Nothing personal, yes, just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse. Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Fucking amazing. Lisa's so good. Hey, boys. Alphano's got that guy. We can just focus on this one. Oh, shit. Alice out of fucking nowhere. That's probably bad. As expected, the Sekisugumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. Okay. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Ooh, smoke bomb. Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Sekisugumi will result in failure. Hey, what's that in the background there? Do we want to talk about that thing? I guess not. That's fine. So it's a sneaking mission, is it? Split up and head for the Ruby Bazaar. And remember, under no circumstances... Ah, beans! Yoink. Hee 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 hee. Okay, nope, can't go that way. Right. This guy is going that way. Ooh. Oh, shit. Bye. Yoink. Come with me. I will guide you to your friends. Thank you, curious Kojin. First a talking fish, now a tortoise? What have we got to lose? Ah, I miss Namazu football. You did. But look, she's carrying him on her shoulder. It's very funny. Oh, hey guys. Thank the 12, you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time. Everything is going to be alright. Trust me. Duty complete. Away. Is he alright?
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Is he, like, conscious still? I don't remember Lise being so, let's say, dismissive of amphibious people. I mean, turtles are reptiles.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
Damn. Brutish? That was mean. Zoom in on Kyoto.
You say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Love all these Japanese people with British accents. It's very funny.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I
didn't expect the Sei to have that much, like, stank put on it.
The East Aldenard Trading
The
Company, yes?
Sekisei
Come with me.
Gumi.
I know a safer way.
Oh, sick. Yeah. Uh-huh. The colonies? We brought a friend.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei Gumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Korjin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Korjin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
I think the Kojin have the same, like, skeleton and animations as male Hrothgar. I'm pretty sure. It definitely feels similar.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Well, alright then. You are doubtless wondering why our objectively green-hued friend here refers to himself as a Kojin of the Blue. The answer is quite fascinating, really. The Kojin language has many similarities with ancient Hingun, you see, and in ancient Hingun, the word for green, owl, can mean green and or blue. Though I do the word a disservice by even attempting to translate it, so steeped in meaning as it is, why they elected to keep on calling themselves the Blue in modern times is anyone's guess. I, for one, would have much preferred Kojin of the Owl, but one theory posits that they prefer the sound of the word blue when spoken. Another is that they are physically incapable of distinguishing between the two, which would have interesting implications in their everyday lives. I actually have always wondered that. I didn't realize there was an explanation. All things considered, that went rather well. Thanks to Sorban, that is. There's no denying that they were Imperials. They were wearing the same uniforms as the ones outside the consulate. Though we Kojin are of the sea, we often come ashore to sell our wares and peruse your markets. It is my hope that an arrangement with the East Aldenar Trading Company will help us to more quickly obtain the treasures that we seek. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. Right then, Gyoto should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Yeah. Bobba down. Sup, fucker? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No, 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 no more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No, no, no more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you're an Imperial spy? No, no, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So the Guardians offered a bounty for any dolmens found in Kugane. Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. It's what happened to the samurai. Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. You would not go quietly. No, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Seki Segumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known if he is in the custody of the Seki Segumi, I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphino. I have never laid eyes upon the sacred treasures of Eorzea. My heart fair trembles with excitement at the thought. I didn't think to include bribes when I was calculating our budget for this trip. I'm glad we finally learned what happened to him, but do we really need to stir up all that trouble to do so? I hope I never have to carry a Namazu again. It's not heavy, but gods, the smell. One of these days, I may just punch that man in the face. I have given you everything that you have asked for. Yes, yes, then there is no need for me to remain your prisoner. Oh no, stick around. You are free to wait here while I speak with a relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise Eigelde and I joined you. Alright, well, what about Gyodo? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Sorban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order, then let us be off. The Seki Segumi barracks are to the north. Talking tortoises, talking catfish? I tell you though, it's when the bears start talking that you need to worry. That, my friend, spells the end of civilization as we know it. You need not worry. I swear I will not let him out of my sight. In fact, I may have some more questions of my own. No more lies, no more betrayals. Yes, yes, I swear by all the Akami in creation. Alright, so while we're kind of like closing in on the end here, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and co-host at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was, or art for the various streams we've had today. Acid Shark and my PNG tuber were done by Audrey and B of Team Capel. You can find on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, co-host VGen, and Blue Sky at Team Capel. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do great work. They take commissions. You should commission them. Use their VGen if you do. Natalie's PNG tuber was made by her. You can find her on Twitter, Tumblr, co-host at GhostyNaps. That's GHOSTIENAPS. My chat blocker was done by Isaac. You can find on Twitter at _Knucklebone. That's _KNUCKLEBONE. Also a fantastic artist. Highly recommend checking out his stuff. This looks a bit fancy for a barracks, don't you think? I hope Hancock is as good as his word. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he said? Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything's going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. It seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, Igeld? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we sat around waiting for something to happen. Everyone's getting awfully impatient.
How about you?
Oh no. Was that Clive Final Fantasy? Nah, just an incredibly amazing recreation.
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Uh-huh.
Victory to the samurai!
Are you guys having sparring matches?
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Blah blah, yada yada, blah 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 blah, blah blah blah, yada yada. blah blah blah.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Amazing.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one.
I appreciate
And with that,
Gosetsu
I'm
so
free to
fucking
go,
much.
yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Yeah.
Ah. And we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, I'm feeling the time. I am getting very sleepy. 'Twas not for naught, at least. Our friend in the Sekisagumi is willing to consider this an investment of sorts, a payment against future misunderstandings. To be honest, I wish I had seen that fight. Just when I think I've heard everything. Once more to the Ruby Sea. For a man who's just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu was looking rather sheepish. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tataru are waiting for us there. Upcoming streams this week, we've got tomorrow. We are going to be finishing Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. Doing the final bit of the game as well as the little bonus sequence. And then on Saturday, we will be continuing Silent Hill 2, possibly discussing... I'm going to rewatch the relevant stuff from the Silent Hill transmission so that I can kind of like better discuss it at that time. And then next week, we'll be starting The Amazing Spider-Man on Wednesday and continuing Stormblood on Thursday. But for now, let's go ahead and get to the Ruby Sea. Gosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend! Malevolent trickster! How kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first, I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne, and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Dorman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands.
The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri to take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. Situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Hien.
Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors.
Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yansha, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri.
Mayhap not all. Alphinote's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. Well, we all must serve, each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Oh, he's upset. He really wanted to go to the Wooby Sea. Saraban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and raid Riley. I think she's still going. Can't let Alphino be unsupervised, else he consider purchasing more extravagances. He hasn't purchased any extravagances yet, thankfully. That doesn't come until much later. This one's smaller than the Misery. A lot smaller. I know Alphino can hold his own in a fight, but he is plainly better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I'm not alone in thinking that. No, not at all.
Ah, a Kojin captain. A fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skill. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay?
After you, my shelled friend.
If you insist. With me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits.
No, thank you. Ah, the Ruby Sea. This place kind of sucks.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
That thing just keeps fucking going, huh?
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Somewhere out there across the water is Yugiri and Gosetsu's homeland.
Woe betide any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, if the Garleans were to bring their airships, on the other hand... The Hingans built this island as a bulwark against invasion, and filled it with enough cannons to sink an armada. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures.
Alright, so as I said, we will be rating friend of the stream, Digitamer Riley. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.